before we wrap up, guys. Big win for Motherwell. I know we talked about it yesterday. Last night on Sportscene, I think it was, I was listening to Jens Berthel Askou talking about his team. I thought the way he talked, Keith, I thought the way he bigged up Motherwell, it reminded me a wee bit of Martin O'Neill going on about how they were sensational and what have you. Celtic need a manager. Could he be in the frame?
I'd be surprised if he's not. But then with this Celtic board, who knows? But this guy's operating on their doorstep, and what he's achieved has on a shoestring, comparative shoestring at Motherwell, has been really quite impressive. That doesn't cover it, really, does it? And then if I'm looking at that and I'm Celtic, I'm thinking to myself, okay, this is quite incredible. Guys like Paul McGinn and Stephen O'Donnell playing, a different level of football from anything that could ever have been reasonably expected of them. What could this guy do if you multiply the budget and you multiply the talent pool? What does it look like? And I think I'd be excited about that. And I think it would be radical and possibly very similar end results to what Ange Postecoglou got at Celtic when he managed to pull that squad together and get them playing Ange ball the way he wanted it played. If you're not looking very seriously at Askew, I suggest you're not doing your job properly. Now, that doesn't mean that he's the best candidate. Maybe there's somebody else. But I'd be really having a close look there because, I said it previously when I'm astonished that Aberdeen haven't just went and made the phone call and chanced their arm there.
You'd have thought they'd have at least asked.
Because this guy, look, you can be impressed by a manager because of his style of play and the way he goes about it, the way he carries himself, conducts himself, the way he speaks. You can be impressed by all these things. But if he's doing it in, I don't know, Holland or France or Norway, then you've still got that factor. Well, how does that work in Scotland? And we've seen what Jens Berthel Askou's idea of football looks like in the Scottish context. And it's terrific. And I said, Swanee, I'm so impressed by them. And I know the focus is going to be on the top of the table, the three at the top, as we head into the final furlong here. I would not be surprised if Motherwell go into the post-split games and won all 5 of them. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. That's what a good football side he's put together there, with odds and ends, comparatively speaking.
Well, I think 2 of the 3 games against Rangers, they were much the better team. Dominated Celtic at Fir Park. Were much the better team at Celtic Park for an hour until their goalkeeper gave the ball straight to Nygren for a goal for 2 each. So they were basically in control of that game. Were 3-0 up at Tynecastle at one point. And are they capable of beating Hibs and Falkirk? Of course they are. So I don't think you're being outlandish here, Keith, by any manner of means.
I just find it interesting.
It's showing they're capable of beating any of these teams.
Yeah, and what you're going to have is Hearts, Rangers, Celtic all tying each other up in knots, trying to slit each other's throat. Motherwell could just get away with just plodding through, and who knows for that if they went into that the last post-split matches and won all 5 of them, where might they end up? It's just another strand of enjoyment and intrigue to add into the mix this season. It's just been brilliant.
Yeah, I think it's great because I think 2 weeks after Rangers and Celtic playing the league, then it's the Cup weekend. I think Motherwell are at Celtic Park. You're normally looking at the games and kind of saying, well, when do Rangers play Hearts? When do Hearts play Celtic? When do Rangers play Celtic? Now you've got another team that is well capable of taking points off them all, and not just on their own turf. I hate saying that. Well capable of going to any of the grounds and playing the way they do. So no, I couldn't agree more with you, Keith. He's been absolutely brilliant. He's been brilliant.
Do you know the point you make there, Swanee, is good as well. It doesn't matter if they're home or away. They don't change the way they play. And they're every bit as impressive on the road as they are. And I know their record is quite phenomenal now in terms of clean sheets and results at Fir Park, but they don't change their style of play. and they're just as likely to rock up at Celtic Park. And people, I think one of the things you would say normally about Motherwell, don't like going to Fir Park. It's tight, it's difficult. And then if Motherwell go to an Ibrox or a Parkhead, you think, well, they might struggle, big open spaces and all this. Motherwell lap it up. That makes Motherwell better. So yeah, they're really, people keep saying it because it's right. They're going to have a massive say in whatever happens this season. And who knows how good it could get for them. It's not over yet.